Hi everyone, welcome to Design History in Context. I'm Eleanor Schrader and I'm looking forward to working with all of you over the next 12 weeks. So I wanted to take a few moments and go over the syllabus with you, talk about the course requirements, and all the fun that we're going to have in this class together. So if you've got a copy of your syllabus in front of you, you might want to follow along. And at the top, you'll see my email address, so please contact me at any time. It's always my great pleasure to work with you, and don't be shy, I'm always here for you. And as the course description states, we're going to be covering the history of visual communication through the ages, from the caves through contemporary, I always like to say. And we'll set this within its social and political and sometimes religious backdrop. So as we see on page 2, the periods that we'll be covering go from prehistory through contemporary concepts. And so we'll look at the history of writing, we'll look at the history of advertising, we'll look at art, a little bit of architecture, and all of the elements that go into the backdrop of visual communication. So looking at the grading for the course, after each online lecture, I will post a short assignment for you related to that lecture. So I will ask you something to the effect of to do some internet research, or maybe to connect something in your environment or in your workplace that relates to something that we've covered in the lecture. Sometimes I'll ask you to read through an article in a magazine or a newspaper article and relate it to something that we've just covered. And then I've got 3 projects for you, and in general these are advertising campaigns that you will be presenting to a hypothetical client. So after each 3 or 4 slide lists, I will ask you to take that information and make a design for a product or a service for a client. And I'll spend a little bit more time going through that material with you as the time comes. But in the meantime, I want you to enjoy the class, listen to the lectures with my voiceover over the slides, and please let me know if there's anything that you need, and I'm looking forward to our communication with each other.